All right, Big Mike. Well, I wanted to ask you about another situation that's going on out here in social media, or not even social media, in entertainment news. So rapper slash singer Tory Lanez, man, he ended up getting stabbed 14 times. He actually had 2 of his lungs collapse, was stabbed in his face, his body, chest, and all over his body, I should say, right? Now, this is a crazy situation because it's got a lot of the conspiracy theories going, because Tory Lanez has obviously been under a lot of scrutiny because of the Megan Thee Stallion situation, which he's doing a 10-year bid for. But a lot of people are saying that this guy and him ended up in this situation where they're both on a PC yard or a 50-50 yard, one of the yards where somebody could be on GP, or somebody who can be facing good time is actually there with somebody who's not,
right,
what you would consider stand up or whatever. And they just ended up running into each other, and Tory Lanez ends up getting stabbed and airlifted out of the hospital. Now, of course, because of the level of the start it is, this makes national news. What did you think about this whole Tory Lanez situation, and what do you think about the news that's came out since?
Man, I seen it on the internet. I thought it was fake. You know what I'm saying? People bad bloggers be making it. I didn't say some shit, and I knew they was just clickbait, like just trying to get them click on it so they can watch it. But that whole situation though, screaming paid them to get him. Like I seen the dude on the internet. They posted the picture saying this is the guy, you know what I'm saying, who's supposedly stabbed him. What purpose did he have to stab Tory Lanez? Like, be for real.
Now, this is the rumor. The rumor is the guy said that Tory Lanez had disrespected his wife in the visiting room. But the guy, a lot of people says that doesn't add up, that they never would have been in the visiting room at the same time or whatnot. That story is made up. A lot of people believe that. You know what I mean? So nobody knows really why they got into it, but it does seem oddly suspicious. I'll say that much. It just seems like somebody might have put that bag on Tory Lanez's head. What do you think about those conspiracy theories?
Yeah, of course, set up a smoke screen. That's what's called a smoke screen. Oh, he disrespected my wife in the visiting room. Man, be it, dude. A motherfucker wanted dude, and you just so happen to be the dummy who was willing to do this.
And it seems like that, man. Like, it seems like dude was just on a crash out mission to get Tory Lanez. And to be real, most of the reports about Tory Lanez since he's been locked up, people have reported back and said, hey, Tory Lanez, for the most part, has been getting a lot of respect in the jail because he's been taking care of people, like buying food, doing things like that. Not getting extorted for buying food, but actually out the kindness of his heart. Because the yard that he's on is kind of weird. In Tehachapi, California, I guess it's like a 50-50 type yard. So you get everybody there. It's not the same as like one of your level 4 yards with the hardcore prison rules where Tory Lanez could probably walk the GP yard and be all right, outside of the fact that he's a star. But like these guys, this guy who was there, he would normally be in a different type of yard because of his charges.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if they're doing life like. But these people don't care who you. They don't care who you in the cell with. They don't care who you on the yard with. You could be in the cell with all you gotta do is 2 years and get some guy life. You don't think that's odd to be putting a motherfucker that got 2 years in the cell with a that got life, bro? Like, come on now. And I'm a witness to it because I've been booked. I just did almost 2 years in that. I done been in cell with niggas who been had life. I done seen shorties that's coming in talking about, oh, y'all look at it's 13 months left. And they just toss them in the cell with a that served a right to fight.
Now, in that situation and in your experience, Big Mike, is that always usually a bad idea because of the influence that this person with life has on the person who doesn't have life?
I don't think it's the influence. I think it's when somebody got life in the prisons, bro, they got certain ways to themselves. So they move a certain type of way. And a lot of them be bitter as which I don't blame the nigga. Nigga trying to figure out how he gonna do all this time. So he set in his ways, he's strict about it. Then you put a young in cell with him, and Shorty only got a year and a half or something. These shorties coming in with their chest poked out. They coming to the jails loud as hell, like you yelling out the door. You see this man right here asleep. You not realizing this nigga got light, bro. He don't got nothing to lose. He can body your ass in this cell and go to cell for a couple of years and then get back out and be back in the cell. They can't do nothing with him. He staying in that forever, but you finna die. Like, set in their ways and like certain like, you know what I'm saying? Be cool when you in the cell like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is you crazy? Like, they putting real line of 21, 22-year-olds in the cell with who been gone 30, 40 years and they still got the rest of their life to serve up enough. Hell no. Like, this go get on some shit which he go buy you because you don't know how to move because you a young nigga and you a dumb. You used to walking around in the streets with your chest poked out, not knowing that when you come to the jail, you should have to humble yourself or you should have get fucked up.
Yeah.
That situation was, y'all got this probably this bitter ass, I don't know if he was Latino or white.
He was Latino.
And y'all putting him on the yard and then all of a sudden he just started stabbing Tory Lanez up and somebody he disrespected his wife. Man, watch out with that, man.
Yeah, that's a hard sell, man. I almost don't believe it myself because dude is, he's got every reason just to make up a reason.
It's a smoke screen. Come on, man. It's a smoke screen. Just don't want to make it. Of course, the truth ain't never going to come out unless the Mexican dude say something.
And that's probably not going to happen.
He served your life. You know that ain't finna happen. He got to ill for the rest of his life. He ain't finna say shit.
So you have a lot of people split about this because of the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing. And then you got a lot of people talking about the fact that this is going to sound wild. And I just want your opinion about it. But they're like, somebody's label might have put the bag on his head and actually try to get him up out of here because, and this is why, because there's actually another hearing that's supposed to take place today or some evidence that's supposed to be presented to where they're trying to get his case thrown out again.
Right. I mean, you never know. The don't sound real to me though. I don't know if about like that whole situation wasn't even that serious to where a motherfucker should want him dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that right there. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Do you think maybe somebody? Yeah. I mean, it's all pointed to maybe somebody just put that bag on his head just because they had some sort of
Yeah, like street beefs out here in these streets. It might have. I'm not gonna say it was no. I'm not even gonna even consider that it was a record label that's trying to get this man dead. Oh, man, watch out. But it probably was he did in the past, or it probably is a like, man, this nigga probably finna get ready to come home. Hell no, I don't want this nigga to come up out of that. It could be anything with this dude, bro. It could be she chasing some clout, some fame. Cause he all over the internet, man. He definitely famous now.
Definitely. And a lot of the things that he's put out there as far as like, or not that he's put out there, or the things that have surfaced on social media are kind of painting him as, he's got some crazy charges from when he was on the streets, allegedly, you know what I mean? Right. And some of this hasn't been confirmed, so it's hard to take for account that it's real or that it's all factual. But the mugshot of the guy looks pretty wild, man. He looked pretty crazy.
I see him. But guess what? Guess how many people finna be trying to get him to call from that jail for they to interview him? Guess how many fans sending him letters and people finna be wanting to hit a story with him like that. That man famous now. He probably just chase a clap. He probably just chasing that. I'm in it for the rest of my life. I need to make a way for myself. I clocked it, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna be all over the internet all the time.
That's a good point. Very good point, man.
It's me, man. They say it's that they'll do whatever for. Bro, they'll do whatever.
And like you said, man, that clout pays. So Yeah,
who killed Tory Lanez? if he would have died.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was trying to get him up out of here because 14 times punctured lungs.
I'm surprised he ain't dead. What type of like do that?
Who you talking about? Tory Lanez? Like he got rescued?
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm surprised he ain't dead. Like what type of knife the guy that stabbed the boat? What type of knife did he have?
It was probably like just a regular prison shank. You know, those aren't as reliable as some are, and you know better than I do.
I done seen a bunch of knives had to put you down with a couple pops. You feel me? So he had to get hit with like a little ice stick or something, or some shit out of spoons or something like that. Cause ain't no way 14 times and he ain't flat.
Yeah, and then the type of yard he's on, maybe he had to sneak something small up in there, right?
Oh yeah, he probably snuck it in his.
Now, obviously, that's a real thing. People, keister things and take them into jail or whatever. But is it as common as people make it seem like in movies and stuff?
Hell yeah, it is. If I want to get on the yard with my knife, because I know they're gonna search me. If I want to get on the yard with my knife, they gonna put it in. I ain't never did it because I don't need to get on the yard with my knife. These were working well when I was locked up. They work real well.
Yeah,
but if a want to get on the yard, a majority of the time is a Latino dude. I'm gonna tell you that not. I ain't no like that. But most of the time, with keisters, it be the Latino dude or a white dude, and they go pull that out their ass on the yard, and they go get out of them.
That's crazy, man. Is it really worth all that? You know what I mean? Because if you notice, a lot of the documents that we read in these cases, and once everything comes to light, sometimes these jail fights start about small stuff. I'm talking about the smallest stuff that's not life altering at all, and then it ends up with somebody losing their life.
Oh yeah, it could be over anything. When you in jail, like you gotta stand on it, bro. I'm just telling you that now. You gotta stand on it. Like everything, you gotta stand on because we'll try to take advantage of you. If you let us say I let him borrow 5 noodles and he's supposed to give them back to me on store day. If they don't give me my 5 noodles back, I'm beating the out of him. Because that's gonna make every other that come, I'll let borrow something that they keep my, cause he idiot. So they gonna be like, oh yeah, man, I ain't getting it. You ain't from me, you ain't even get your from dude. You gonna try to come get your from me for.
Good point. Yeah.
That's shit right there. Or it could be any little thing. Over the phones in jail, over commissary. Niggas fighting over pen pals in jail. Like you got pen pal females that signing up out multiple niggas that she talking to multiple coming to visit multiple and she got these niggas trying to fight each other. These niggas say they're trying to fight each other over her line. Like you in jail, bro. You trying to fight over that she ain't even yours. Y'all never on the site.
Now, we've seen these shows, this Love After Lockup and all this stuff that goes viral on TikTok and stuff.
Right.
So with those situations, a lot of those women are very different looking. I'll be polite. They look a little different. It's not all the time. It's like a super bad chick who's looking for inmates. But when it happens, like you're saying that a lot of the guys, they're fighting in jail and willing to extend their time over their pen pal.
Yeah, they this is like that's because at the end of the day, be finessing them. Females are fear. Anytime Phil is willing or the nigga, they got life. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to be a pen pal. You the man on the pen pal side. That means she got low self-esteem and she insecure about herself. That she looking for a jail, sell her dream. Lie to her, tell her how good she look. All that. Then they got married in jail and like that. Like. I'm gonna say 95% because the other 5% be like real relationships. I done seen niggas meet some real women and that's holding them down, like, and they genuinely care about that woman because they didn't have nobody. Like they didn't have no family, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have nobody, they didn't have no girl, they didn't have nobody sending them money like that. And this lady that you met on the pen pal site decided if she wanted to help him, you know what I'm saying? She felt his storm and he might be doing shit that help both feel better. He might be sending her a call, tell her how beautiful she look all the time. every time he call her, he, you know what I'm saying, he asking her, you know what I'm saying, how she feeling like that. A lot of these women with low self-esteem out here, they ain't got that. They don't got dudes that's out here telling them like, you know what I'm saying, you beautiful, queen, you know what I'm saying? Call them, checking up on them like, hey, what you doing like that? Like they don't got that, and this in jail, they know go get them all the attention in the world. And them dudes is in that fight over for real.
That's wild. That's wild. Well, with that being said and all that talk about jail, man, I just wish the best for Tory Lanez, man. Hopefully he's all right, you know?
So,
he seemed like a warrior, man. He seemed like he done made it through the trenches on this one.
I don't get nobody say free Tory Lanez.